Are you good?
Why do I look like 15? Why do I look 15 but also 28?
I was thinking the same
You
thing.
look
What
really
the hell?
young. Are you wearing a Letterman right now?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all.
Okay. All right. Welcome to Card Salad. We are reviewing Everfest cards. It is what do we got? We got 19 cards today from the first 2 days of Everfest spoilers of the Flesh and Blood TCG.
And back farther.
What?
And back farther. Technically.
More than 2 days worth.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we're going from Valda to day 2 of spoilers. I am your host, Justin Salmon. We have Bill Atkins, Mitch Tillery, and Brandon Konohia.
Yep, Brandon Coney.
I just find
Should we do intros? Hi, my name's Brandon. I've won multiple armories, and I even top 8 at a skirmish. So I think I'm going to know what I'm talking about today.
Mitch, have you ever topped an armory?
Okay, so just don't count his points today.
I've had more second places than anyone else. I promise you that.
Even I've topped an armory.
You have the most losses to JT, possibly?
Yep. Most likely.
And Bill is our resident masochist, the Levi Reinar player.
One day I'll hit hard enough.
So we're gonna try to keep these somewhat restrained, not talk an hour on each card, but we are going to just kind of let loose and discuss these cards as we see them. Try to figure out where they fit in. I know we haven't seen the whole set yet, so we're missing a lot of context, but do our best to gauge their power level and what they could be used for. And I don't know. We'll each throw out a number between 1 and 10. What we think the power.
I think we gave Carrie and Huska 7, so take it with a grain of salt.
We know what we're talking about.
We also gave
Seeds of Agony.
Seeds of Agony like a 7-ish.
Oh no, did we give it a 9?
I think it was a 7 or I think it was a 7 or an 8.
So you've gotten one of 200 cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're off to a good start.
All right. Okay. Anyways, so let's get started here. We're gonna go through the heroes first and the silver token to provide a little context for the rest of the cards. So up first, Valda Brightaxe, a young guardian hero, 4 intellect, 21 health. I actually forgot that was part of it. Whenever an opponent draws a card during an action phase, whenever an opponent, not you, draws a card during an action phase, create a seismic surge token for each card drawn this way. At the start of your turn, if you control 3 or more seismic surge tokens, cards you own with Crush gain dominate this turn. No one here plays Guardian. Bill, what do you think?
I think that you basically sacrifice a real hero power to have one that just benefits you if your opponent happens to have a really good turn, which is in a vacuum okay. And now we'll see other ways to make them draw cards, and I'm sure plenty more ways will come to make your opponent draw cards, but giving them cards, is it worth 1 reduced resource on your attack for the turn and maybe dominate? That's a hard thing to decide.
Yeah, I mean, I think this card is rated wrong for the wrong reasons. I don't think you're necessarily always looking for 3 seismic surges. If you get 1 or 2 every turn, or every other turn, even, that's pretty good value. And then every once in a while, you will just make 2 or 3 in one turn.
Yeah,
think about it.
Go for it.
Plunder Run this card is very helpful against Plunder Run, which is now gone.
Is it banned?
No, it's in Blitz.
It's in
Blitz. So actually, that's good. She's a good help to deal with Plunder Run a little bit. Like if you know your meta is very aggro, you bring Valda, and you could get some value out of your opponents.
Something I just thought of with all the new money stuff that's coming in, and cash in potentially being a more played card. if they play cash in, they lose a card, gain 2. They're +1 card, right? But they drew 2. You just gained 2 seismic surge tokens. So if cash in is a popular card, multiple seismic surge tokens is pretty reasonable for her very frequently. And then if you're activating tech plating or something, that's 3 right there, and you're going to get that effect. They just have to play that 1 card, which is likely going to see play coming up. And then you have other things like this round's on me, which we didn't put in here, did we? Anyways,
I did. It's all in there.
Oh, it's in there. But like, yeah, just anyway, like Brandon said, even just 1 is good value. But like, I don't think it's unreasonable that you'll see her like the second half of it trigger, like reasonably often. But another thing to consider is this is Blitz. She does have that sweet 1 extra health over there, but your opponent drawing multiple cards, 2 to 3 cards, if it were to satisfy your hero power, probably means you're dying really, really horribly. And you don't have access to like Crippling Crush to crack back with and like, really obliterate them. You do have like Spinal, which would be really, could get you back in the game. But it's just like sometimes you maybe don't even want them to be drawing cards because you could be just like getting totally stomped.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now here's a scenario that I don't think anybody thought of yet. But anybody who I don't think we've ever played it, but the ultimate pit fight.
Yeah, so if you do this round's on me, you just like
Yeah.
you just sit on a fat stack of
Yeah.
because its
It's pretty
opponent draws
powerful
during an action
for
phase.
that, right?
Yeah, so you make it on your turn if you play this round's on me, yeah, you immediately trigger it and have damage reduction.
Pretty good. Maybe LSS is trying to tell us something that a ultimate pit fight is going to be the new
The premier game
national
mode,
championship.
national free for all.
That's all I'm playing post Everfest is UPF.
Yeah.
Just
Otherwise,
slamming UPF all day.
I don't see too much of this being like a crazy good blitz hero.
I all she needs is like one more way to make another, like tech plating, make another seismic with something else, perhaps.
Yeah.
And then like that's very, very good. It allows her to defend with multiple cards and still reach a breakpoint on a guardian attack. So like swing a pretty threatening crush effect back with like pitching just a blue. So like 1 to 2 seismics is really good still. 3 is might just pivot you back into a winning position. If your opponent ever were to play like a cash in, I think she's good.
Yeah.
I think she's like.
I think she'd be really good against Bolton, just because it comes back around to you and you get easy cranial crushes. I just think that could be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, as far as what you'd see in Blitz,
so would Bravo be.
In Blitz, you get things like Mask of Momentum. We'll get you a seismic. 3 of a kind gets you 3 seismics.
As if Ranger didn't have a hard enough time into Guardian.
No. Unfortunately, can't play the auras that Oldham got in Tales of Aria. Not quite elemental.
Yeah, you can't.
She'd make really good use of them, but oh well.
I think she's gonna be like an 8. I think being rewarded for your opponent drawing is just like a good slight counter. It just like fixes your break points. Like I said, you can block with a couple cards and swing back a 7 or 8 attack probably.
I'm gonna go a little lower. I'm thinking like 6. I think if we get good support with some kind of cards that make your opponent draw that break parity. I mean, if you're both drawing cards, it's not amazing. If you're both drawing cards for free, which is a problem with this round's on me, is it costs you 1. But if you get one that's free, maybe you can start breaking parity. But if we get more enablers, I could probably see her like a 7.
I think 6-2.
Yeah, she just needs a little bit more support.
Iyslander.
Yeah, how are we pronouncing this?
I believe it's pronounced Elsa.
Elsa?
Yes.
Iyslander?
Because wizard champs need to just let it go. They're never going to get a good one.
Hey.
Well, I guess this is Blitz. Kano's pretty good.
Damn. Nailed it.
Oh,
All right, Iyslander, Essence of Ice. You may have ice cards in your deck. If it's not your turn, you may play non-attack action cards with blue color strips from your arsenal as though they were an instant. Whenever you play an ice card during an opponent's turn, create a frostbite token under their control. 4 intellect, 18 health. Bad?
Not amazing.
Bad.
Yeah.
Worse than Kano.
Less aggressive than Kano. Not
Yeah.
not as explosive as Kano.
One more health.
She definitely is trying to control a lot more than Kano is, and trying to
3
go
more health.
for an end game
Oh, 3 more.
approach. I feel like.
Yeah, this is just like clearly a control wizard.
Yeah.
Trying to set up a win condition for.
I think I'm not one of these. I hate them all. But for all the control players out there, this is a good hope for them to be getting some love continuously going forward.
Yeah.
Like you can put some damaging spells in their arsenal and fire them off with this, but like they're gonna do 1 arcane, 2 arcane. It's never gonna do anything.
Yeah.
So like you really want to be stuffing ice cards in there. Winter's Bite was a really good one. They have to throw a card away, or they have to pitch a card to stop the effect. So you just make their turn kind of weak, and you give them a frostbite. So it's like a double punish. You can do some cheeky stuff like play a potion for free from Arsenal, or with a potion without using your action point. Although I have no idea what she's going to be doing on her actual turns, like if she even needs an action point.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what are you going to just play out a regular wizard spell and be like 3 arcane damage?
You also have the potential to Arclight Sentinel people with the Channel Lake Frigid. If they go for a setup turn where they do like nimblism, or try to set up an embodiment of lightning, and you can flash in a Channel Lake Frigid. That's pretty big.
True.
Yeah,
that could definitely stop
totally ruin their math.
Mm-hmm.
I think she is going to be as strong as the aggro meta is.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Basically,
Well,
right? How much 0 cost aggros are you going to see that she can just like toy with them pretty easily?
My concern is like, how does she end the game? Like, is this a fatigue deck, or is this just to slow you down? Like, what is she killing them with?
I remember when she first came out, I kind of looked into it to see what she had available. There definitely is some stuff available for her. I don't remember what it is, but knowing what we know of some of the next cards that are going to be coming up, the Lantern, there's a lot that's really going to be stopping her. So
I mean, Blitz sideboard is like wide open anyway. Like everybody has Arcane Barrier for Kano already.
true.
How is she supposed to do anything at all with magic?
Now they can come in with the Arcane Barrier 5 against her.
Which she's not going to get
Spoilers?
to. She's not.
Yeah.
Like she's going to have to use attack actions or something. To actually, because like you can't. They're going to fatigue you if you cast spells and they just Arcane Barrier. They're just pitching and you're actually using your cards. So you need to like slow them down and cause them to block. So like you got to be attacking with ice cards and maybe a couple of really key spells or something. I don't know. I don't understand how she finishes a game. I understand how she slows down aggro, but I don't know how she wins. Like it's not like Oldhim where she's going to efficiently outblock you and keep 20 more cards than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's definitely going to have to be playing some attack action cards, just whittling them down, getting their health probably closer to the 5 to 7 range. I think she might have a viable ability to take opponents down from there, whereas Kano can just do it from 10 to 15.
Kano can do it from turn 0.
True.
It's just like the moment the game starts, you're in lethal range.
Like most reliably, I think that you're gonna need to have your opponents at like 5 health if she's gonna try to, try to get the win there.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Hopefully, she gains some more ice attacks that are like threatening and worth putting in the deck. Something like Endless Winter, which she obviously can't use, but like something really terrifying like that. Just a big, chonky, maybe medium size, because she's like wizard. It'd probably be like pretty medium. but like something your opponent needs to block with cards, or just tank.
Yeah.
I really don't see how she ends a game ever. I'm gonna go with like I'm like at a 3 on her right now.
She's
I'm
gonna need
thinking
some
4.
pretty good support to really pull up. I'm probably at like I'm at a 5. She's right in the middle.
Yeah, I think 5 sounds more reasonable. I mean, obviously you want to be playing blues cards, you want to be playing ice cards, but it doesn't mean you don't run the good red and yellows from Wizard. You still get Chain Lightning, you still get Sonic Boom.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't get Lesson in Lava or Blazing Aether.
Gaze.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, she's got there's good stuff to use, but without cracking more spells off the top of the deck, I'm just not sure what those lead to. But
hmm
yep, we'll see. I want her to. I think the idea is fun, and I hope she's better than a 3 or a 5.
oh wait, let's see. Oh, never mind. The chess piece doesn't really do anything for Heart of Ice. I mean, it just helps with the control. But
yeah,
like,
she can spam that. Oh wait, no, that would be on your. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Next hero is Genus. What do you think? It's Genus, right, or Genus?
Yeah, Genus.
Genus
Wotchuneed.
Wotchuneed.
Oh wait, question.
That was Genis.
Is Arcane Barrier an activated ability?
No.
I think it's a trigger.
Yeah, I don't think you increase the cost of Arcane Barrier. Genus Wotchuneed. 4 intellect, 20 health. Hero, blitz hero, young hero. Once per turn action, 2 resources. Each other hero may put a card from their hand on bottom of their deck. If they do, draw a card, and you create a silver token. If you gain no silver this way, draw a card. So you pay 2, and your opponents get to do a sink below effect. And if they don't, you get to draw a card for the cost of 2. So you might +1 resources, or get a silver, which you could combo later with cash in or pitch a blue to cycle a card or something like that.
Yeah.
Merchant hero still seems like a meme. I mean, they have no class cards still. So I don't know that this, like, what are you doing with this? You can only play generic cards as of right now.
You're doing not much.
Yeah, it seems like another meme. You're paying resources to help your opponent fix their hand and like stack up silver, which so far is just for card draw and not like some crazy thing where you kill your opponent with it until we find like a coin launcher.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think the big problem here is like your best case scenario is that they give you a bunch of silver and you get to go cash in, and then what are you drawing? You're drawing a bunch of random generics that you don't get to make use of, as well as like Briar, for example.
You go cash in, Flock of the Featherwalkers, Snapdragon Scalers, Command and Conquer with Go Again, and then another Command and Conquer. I don't know. I really don't know what you're doing.
And all it cost you was them making drawing an extra 3 cards. And you giving up 6 resource.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know, it just seems not that great. This does seem, to Mitch's point earlier about Valda, insane in Ultimate Pit Fight. Or if we ever get a PvE set. But yeah, for 1v1 Blitz, this seems not great.
So good.
It really, the last merchant too was also more effective as a pit fight hero. Not that effective is like the right word, but it's just, like, you're never gonna play this unless we see like half this set with merchant cards. Like, it's not a hero you're gonna play or see played outside of some memeing in Ultimate Pit Fight. So I give this a 1, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's nice that they're giving support to Ultimate Pit Fight. Support. A 1.
One train. Yeah.
1's the right answer.
Good power level.
1's the correct answer here.
I don't know what I would do if I got that card. I don't even want to build a deck. No,
Oh.
that's a promo.
That's a promo. I hope he's
But
not a majestic in the set.
Both other heroes have been majestics, so
Oh,
I'm guessing
no.
he's going to be a majestic.
Gosh, this guy couldn't have given us some good posts.
So just real quick, the silver token is like copper was pay 4, draw a card, destroy
Yep.
it, draw a card. Silver is action, pay 3, destroy silver, draw a card. So this is actually much more reasonable. I've actually seen copper dig like Dorinthias out of a bad situation, like pitch a handful of blues and find a red card that they really wanted, even though it's net negative on resources. Silver's just that much better, 1 for 1. Like you just get to cycle a card, and that's pretty good sometimes. Like handful of blues, you're not really doing much. Get to dig a little bit. Silver's actually good, and I imagine gold is like busted.
It's got to be 2. I'd imagine it went 4-3-2. That would make the most sense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I would figure as well.
Wait until we get platinum.
Diamond.
Which cash-in won't be able to use.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
All right,
real
cash
need
out.
to
Rate that.
this. All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here
I'll be
we
leaving.
go.
Bye, Bill.
Bye.
All right, Bravo, star of the show. Surprise adult hero. I'm thrilled actually that we're not necessarily about Bravo or Guardian in general, but I'm thrilled that they are releasing an adult hero in a supplementary set because Crucible was all Blitz related stuff for hero wise, which is like if you don't like Blitz, you get a few cards for your decks, but kind of lame. It's super cool that they're putting another adult hero in here. Also super weird that it's Bravo again, and now he's elemental and looks like he has no elemental aspects whatsoever about him.
Yeah.
Super
He got a
bizarre.
sick new shoulder pad upgrade though.
That
did.
pauldron is fucking tight. I will say that. So we got Bravo, star of the show, essence of earth, ice, and lightning. So all of the Aria stuff he can use, all of the elemental, ice, lightning, earth, all that stuff. At the start of your turn, you may reveal an earth, an ice, and a lightning card from your hand. If you do, the next attack action card with cost 3 or greater you play this turn gains +2, dominate, and go again. He has 4 intellect and 40 health. I mean, if he ever lands that hero power, you're like really upset as the opponent, right?
And you're gonna
Yeah,
have three double pulses in your deck to help that ratio, but it's probably getting hit once a game if you're being optimistic.
Yeah, it's
There's
yeah.
You're gonna play games against this guy, and there's gonna be people that draw 3 hands in a row that hit, and you're gonna cry about it, and it's gonna suck. There has to be a deck for him somewhere. I mean, his card pool is just massive. He gets all of his old Bravo stuff. He gets all of the non-Oldhim spec Oldhim stuff. He gets all of the Lightning stuff that Oldhim didn't have. There has to be a deck somewhere. What it looks like, kind of iffy. I don't think there's really many Lightning cards you want. Weave Lightning seems okay. Pulse,
Flash.
obviously, because it double fuses. Flash, maybe. Blink. I don't know. Blink is blue, right?
Blink is blue.
Yeah, Blink is
The
blue.
It's a blue lightning card.
Because
He electrifies, honestly.
cost 2
Yeah,
or greater.
electrify
Not a
is-
bad card from Arsenal.
Yeah, go net. If there's one thing you want to do in Guardian, it's go net positive on resources, and like pitching
Polar
a blue
Blast.
to play Electrify or Polar Blast from Arsenal is really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He has so much potential. Like we couldn't possibly scratch the surface of like what's possible with him, because you could go from just copy and paste Bravo, like any Bravo deck that exists right now, like take tier 1 basic Bravo deck and take one card out and put in red. What's the ice card? Gives +3 and makes a frostbite on hit for every attack.
Weave Ice?
No, the other one.
Yep, that one.
It costs 1. The red one gives +3 to your
Oh,
next attack.
Icequake.
Yes. You
Yeah.
could take Bravo and add Icequake, which is a very good card. That's it. It'd be like an interesting addition to Guardian, to Bravo, and you could play exactly the same, but you have this interesting ice card that sometimes gives a frostbite. And then you could go as far to the other side of the spectrum and build a Lightning Bravo with Channel Thunderstep and going again with crazy like crush attacks and stuff. Like the range on this is nuts. You could do that. You could try to find a balance of all three and do this like +2 dominate go again nonsense. You could build old him but with crippling crush. You could build this thing is crazy. Like the card pool is nuts.
Like, let alone, say you just want to play Bravo. This gives Bravo access to Winter's Whale for Blitz.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't Bravo just bad in Blitz because he just doesn't put the... I don't know, he's just not great. But Winter's Whale and Shield would be so much better than Anathos.
Nah, dude, just double Winter's Whale.
Yeah, you could go well.
Or that.
Okay, let's assume we're assuming here they're going to print a young version of him that can be played in Blitz. Might not
That's
might not happen. But if that does happen, you can go to Blitz and play old him with crippling crush. Like you're fatiguing. Oh, 11.
Yeah, now you have your shield and your Winter's Whale and your Crown of Seeds and your
Oh,
Heart
and
of
Crown
Ice
of
if you
Seeds.
want it. Yeah. Heart of Ice if you want it.
Shock Charmers if you're Greg.
Yeah, he's
Pause for a question real quick.
Mhm.
Okay.
How long have we been recording?
37 minutes.
Minus 10 minutes? We
Yeah.
should do a video just for heroes, probably.
Okay. Welcome to Heroes review of Aria. I mean Everfest.
I've also thought about. I think he might be the only would want to run Corsham, but you still don't want to run it
Why do you want to run Corsham?
because you're going to be revealing 3. If you get it out there, and like you set up through opting that you're going to have one of each of the elemental cards on top of your deck, and you draw into them, and you have Corsham out.
Corsham doesn't work like that. You only get to choose one.
I'm pretty sure.
If you multiple reveal, you only get one trigger.
I thought it was for each card that you reveal.
Nope.
Oh,
Lame.
Because I looked at the interaction with Phantasmaclasm, and they specifically noted that if you reveal multiple cards for a cost or an effect or whatever, you only get one trigger off of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
It's like
Because
every
I was reading
instance.
It's,
Yeah, but that's not the problem with Corsham. The problem with Corsham is it's staying alive through your opponent's turn. Is sticking it to the field and your opponent not just going, okay, I'm just not gonna play an effect that triggers that, and now it's gonna die.
Yeah, no, what I was saying was if you're able to get Corsham out and you are able to get your opponent to reveal a card as well, there's a lot of setup, and that's why you still wouldn't want to run it. But
any other thoughts on Bravo, the star of the show?
I think he's just a good all-arounder. And he's going to open some sick deck building possibilities.
yeah, kind of makes me wonder if they're going to do this for some of the other heroes.
Hopefully. I'll play an Essence of Elemental Prism. Sounds good to me.
If there's going to be a light and dark hero.
Oh, that could be cool.
Yeah, I'm curious how much they're gonna like stick to lore, or if they will just go, what if this hero but dark?
Yeah,
and not care that like, maybe
Corruption's
this
always a thing.
Like you can always write a story, but like in terms of just like like they're like, yeah, these are two different Bravos. This is like Bravo, but what if Elemental?
Mm-hmm.
Bravo had a twin brother named Bravo.
I wouldn't be upset if they were like Prism but dark, or Prism but Mechanologist. Like, I don't really care. It's cool to see them be mixed up and like try different things. And like, I'm not like, we're not living in this. We're not playing like an RPG or something where the story matters. It's like, just make cool cards with interesting stuff. But overall, Bravo, star of the show, I think. I mean, Bravo's already really, really strong, and this just has that, but more options. Obviously, Dominate on a stick changes things a little bit. I thought somebody just put their hand on my shoulder. I think this is like a 9 or a 10. Just the possibilities. I know Dominate changes your ability to end the game. Dominate on a stick, but like you have so much access to different game plans here and tools. Like the what do you call it? The flexibility is just like stellar. I think it's like a 9.
I say a 9 too, just simply because Bravo can win games without his hero power.
Yeah, just swing like just swinging Anathos is how you like fatigue people. Like you don't need to end with crippling, crush, dominated, and all that. I mean, it just ends it faster. But like Guardian is fundamentally good, and you can bring that here and throw in some extra tools to help you with certain matchups.
Yeah, I think if you want to play Bravo this one correctly, at least at the start of the format, you're playing old Bravo list with new tools, like you were saying. I think for the first few weeks, there's going to be a lot of ugly deck lists. Trying to force bad cards to make him work, and I don't think that's where you want to be. I don't think that's where you want to be yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll put him at a 9 as well. I want to try to build a good double whale deck.
I think for me, it depends on which one you're building. If you're building old Bravo with new cards, he's probably a 9. If you're trying to build, I don't think the Earth, Ice, and Lightning one's very good. I think it's a little too random in a deck that doesn't want to be random. And you're playing a lot of bad Lightning cards and a lot of bad Ice cards. So I'm going to give him a 7 for the Essence version and a 9 for the buffed Bravo version.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, you could be really setting up for a fatigue match, trying to just pitch stack and get the 3 elemental cards in a row.
Oh yeah, all you got to do is put the pulses in for sure, and then once per game land that. I guess you have 3 pulses. Like, what are you attacking with? But
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. The potential is there for once per game to just like crack them with an unbelievable turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially if you hit the Awakening on the turn that you have the Ice, Lightning, Earth, and you get the Crippling Crush for free, and now it's dominated +2 go again. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna suck when it hits you, but it will happen.
You're at a
That new
calling.
player is gonna quit the game for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that
what
might
do
be
you-
the end of my Flesh and Blood career if I get Crippling Crushed for 13 Dominate Go again for free.
How much?
And they still have a hand of 3 cards.
Oh, and then they put all 4 cards down on the table. You go, you can only block with 1. That's what Dominate does. And they're like, oh, so I'm gonna take 10 here, and you're like, hold on, I have Go again. I'm gonna attack again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the card in Arsenal that I didn't reveal is a Pummel, so good luck.
Mitch, what was your rating?
9.
9. Got a 9 across the board. Okay, yeah. Well, that was our Everfest card review turned into Everfest hero review with potentially information that the public is not supposed to have. I don't know.
Do we even say this? Because if you cut that part,
Yeah.
then now you got to cut this
now,
too.
Now they'll be intrigued and be like, what do these guys know?
What did they say?
Who are these people? Why do they
I have to come back next week to find out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a
Except
lure.
It'll be like tomorrow, dude. Spoiler season is brutal. You got to do it like every single day because you'll have 10 new cards.
Yep.
Anyways, thanks for watching our weird hero review and plus silver. There actually is supposed to be another hero, right? What or is Bravo taking up the 4th slot?
He should take up that 4th slot, I think.
Are we not getting a young illusionist hero? Because I will literally riot.
We must not be.
I don't think we are.
I think we.
I'm
are.
a fraud.
I think the adult hero is going to be in a different spot. I don't know. Bullshit.
You were coping hard. It's okay, buddy.
Dude,
We'll get it eventually. We'll get a new illusionist someday.
Here's my bottle of copium.
If you're making another Bravo, it's got to be this set. Isn't he from Aria?
He is from Aria.
And he's a big e-boy Instagram influencer, so it seems like the time to put him in the circus.
Really love to be surprised and see 2 to 4 new adult heroes and 4 blitz heroes.
That'd be cool.
And just give us lots of new toys to play with. Anyways, we're out. We'll be back tomorrow or next video or whatever with actual Everfest cards and not just heroes. Peace.
Later.
See ya.
Bye.